Hello and welcome back to another round of Forgotten Home 2, this time again on Hurtgen Forest, together with Goljatti, Fenring and Flippy Warbear. Quite a few people disconnected. I wonder if that was a crash or if they don't like the map. Certainly one of my favorite maps.
If it is because of they not liking the map, I would totally understand them.
Oh yeah, you're not a big fan of it, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
Horrible map to play, if I'm honest.
Could you
elaborate
your critique a bit? Or elaborate your critique, maybe?
No, team killed.
Well, if we're playing as the Americans, the first three flags are almost impossible to capture, and the middle flag for the Americans is also impossible to capture. And then there is the minefields between the north and south flags, cutting off the center flag immediately. So it's going to be a terrible job to attack from the rear, at least. You really need to go really back to attack bunker from behind as an American.
Okay. Usually
Yes, sir, go on.
No, usually the Americans actually win on this, more often than not in my experience.
Yeah, me too.
And especially the middle flag I find very hard to defend, like Fenring said while we were loading in, because you can't properly overwatch it, and they can sneak up relatively easily, and you're exposed to mortars. This one is way easier to defend.
You could of course be in the bunker, but then you get killed with grenades, like instant.
No. And I think the minefields are a stroke of genius, because usually with a forested map you have the problem of clutter and randomness and people being everywhere and you don't know where and blah blah blah. That way they get funneled very nicely.
I have to agree with Tobias 100%. Actually, sorry for that.
It's okay. I made my opinion clear when we were testing this map. I went as far as to get off from the test from the server when we were testing this map.
Oh,
that's how much I don't. That's how much I don't like this map.
Okay.
You sound like a very bad tester.
Yeah, really. We should totally kick him.
But that's actually good. I thought he was going to say he went over to Germany and death threatened Norfolk or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, in the video game industry, death threats are just part of the good tone these days.
Yeah, more or less. You know my signature on the private forums.
Not really. What does it say?
There's no... Actually, I got it from the Red Orchestra forum. There's no reason to waste money on hiring trolls. There's so many people willing to do it for free.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But maybe that's more state of gaming communities.
I mean, recently the biggest scandal was that No Man's Sky space game, right? Which apparently disappointed people a lot.
Sorry, come again?
Recently the big scandal was that No Man's Sky game, No Man's Sky.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, apparently people... I don't know all the ins and outs, but apparently people were really disappointed by that game. And was a huge outcry and... yeah.
Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, I know how it can look, and yeah, no surprises there, basically. I remember the Red Orchestra 2 forums with the first release, that was very
buggy,
yeah, and unbalanced, and, well, horrible actually, if I'm allowed to speak my mind.
Yeah, to be honest, Red Orchestra 2 also from a historical standpoint kind of disappointed me. You know, with the MKB-42s and stuff like that.
Yeah, when they put so much effort into like the grain elevator and stuff like that, it makes absolutely no sense to just put the SGG in the game.
Yeah.
I just remembered another reason why I don't like about this map, and it's the spawns. Currently the Germans are controlling Crossroads, but there isn't a spawn there, so you have to spawn to Katzenhardt to go defend Crossroads,
Yeah,
which is
because
something I don't like.
yeah, because otherwise it would be very easy to, you know, have it like on supercharge that one round where you can't get into the flag zone. It's simply team SPs. Most push maps have that one way or another these days.
Yeah, well, I just don't like that style. It's my opinion that you should be able to spawn at the point, not fucking kilometer away from the defensive point, or the
Well,
place you're supposed to defend.
It depends on the map layout, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, this map is very... Oh shit. This map is very meat grindery anyway, so you have to be careful with the spawns. The same on Omar Beach, where you also spawn relatively far away from some of the flags, as the Germans.
You made Oma Beach, right, Tobias?
Yeah, most of it. Like 75% of it. The beach area was actually already there.
Yeah. That's quite a tough map getting as your first official project, or?
Yeah, but back then, like, there was nobody else in the team really who even knew a little bit about mapping.
Oh, it was that bad.
Yeah, well, after 2.45, the, 1 second. The dev team basically died, right? So that was the thing. And if I remember correctly, what happened back then, I did make a forum post at one point saying something like, can't we just finish this shit at least? And then we kind of did.
Oh.
But it was all very improvised and lots of things went wrong and well.
Well, I think Oma Beach is a very nice map, actually.
Yeah.
Probably the best Oma Beach map I played in. Well, I haven't played many World War II games, but from what I see, realistically, gameplay-wise, but even you get the feeling from Saving Private Ryan as well, so you get everything.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it, and to be honest, I'm feeling quite lucky with it, that it worked out that well, because it didn't actually require lots of changes after release, which I didn't expect. Like, I thought it would go horribly wrong, because, I mean, obviously there's lots of potential for it to go wrong, but it worked fairly well right out of the box. I think the only thing I really had to change was... our position is, by the way, getting flanked from behind. The only thing that I really had to change was the tickets, which were too few, I think. Yeah, too few. Which is, of course, something that's hard to test. But the gameplay basically worked. Now, these days it's unbalanced in the sense that the Americans usually win. But considering what kind of map it is, I think that's fine. It's better than the other way around. Because if the Americans win, it's like, okay, well, as a German you lose, of course, but you at least see the rest of the map as well, right? You have you have this story that is being told.
Yeah, they're very good, actually.
Whereas if the Americans lose, you're basically getting raped on the same beach by the same guys in machine guns all the time, right? So
yeah, you remember Forgotten Up 1?
I don't think I ever played the Omar Beach map of that multiplayer. Only single player.
It was very one-sided towards the Germans. The Americans could win, but much more so than the Fish 2 version.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
And it was much more historically inaccurate. It
was based on Saving Private Ryan, right?
Yeah, it had these huge bunkers and shit.
And you had to go through some steel doors to get inside the bunker, and there was always a machine gun at the other end.
No,
German
can imagine.
And the fights inside the bunkers were hilarious because you measured progress in like centimeters, basically.
Actually, the very first version of the map that I worked on did have Saving Private Ryan bunkers as well, or not as bad as the ones in FH1, but still.
Okay.
But that was the first thing I deleted.
Yeah, good choice. I mean, we already had that Forgotten of 1, so...
Yeah, I think the guy who actually made the beach section mostly was that single player dev. Not Gavrant, the other one. Remick. He made that.
Oh, yeah.
And I then got rid of the historically inaccurate stuff and added the 75% that was left to be done. You know, the post-beach part, the village, the fields, and so on.
Actually, Lomo was supposed to finish that, but nothing happened, and then we asked him how well it was going, and he basically done very little. So, and then he left the team without a word, basically. That was a bit of a downer.
Yeah, that's always the problem, of course, with the mod team. People can just leave. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing. And people sometimes even have to leave due to the real life stuff, no? So.
Wasn't Omaha also worked by Mr. Cheese at one point before you took it?
Yeah. I don't know what. I think he might have started that version because it wasn't the Lobo version.
Yeah, the Lomo's version was very different from what we have now.
Okay.
Actually, I started the Lomo version with modifying the terrain a little bit. He redid most of that, but still. Interesting stories about all maps.
Yeah, it's like when bands have demo tapes that are found. It's a bit like that.
Yeah, exactly. But this is a creative process.
Yep.
I mean, it's not very ordered, and there's no formula. It's more an art than like mathematics, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, the same was true with the 2.5 release. There's so much stuff that got scrapped, and for one thing, that map you were working on for a while with Snooks, Crimea,
Yeah, exactly.
that got scrapped.
Exactly. But probably for the better. I could probably show it off in the forum.
Maybe do that. I did a remake of Kharkov Outskirts together with Schism before he left. That was the problem with that. Was my heart was really never into that. I mean, I was excited because that was the first time it was like, yeah, make an official map, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, Kharkov Outskirts remake. I mean, it's a generic map, and
Yeah, it's not even the best generic map in my opinion.
yeah, it's just not that exciting. And then there were other problems with it. Like, if you remember, that map is like 90% like a normal tank map with open terrain, but then at the end there's a city part where the main base is, and we didn't have proper city statics back then. But I was like, because I wasn't that motivated, I was like, yeah, hush, make it quickly, you know. And it was a whole mess, that thing.
Yeah, but from what I learned by making a few maps is that there is no such thing as a fast map. Even a map like, I think Ketka was going to try and remake. What's the small map called? The Russian map?
Samatus?
No.
Zilona Gora.
Yeah, Silona.
Silona, yeah.
And even with that map, that is so simple and so small, he ran into trouble. So
You ran into trouble with that?
Yeah, or demotivation. Or
Yeah, well,
whatever.
but again, that's the kind of map I wouldn't even remake, to be honest. I think
Yeah.
Samatus is basically that map in modern. Somebody,
My point is that you imagine yourself that this is going to be so easy and we can make a fast map and everything like that, but it never goes that way. So it's better just
To the half track behind us.
a proper
yeah,
map straight.
they just drove a half track straight through us. I hope there's not a
Yeah.
squad leader in there, but I think it might be. I have 8
I
kills and
don't
0 deaths. It's quite amazing right now. I'm just camping in the same hole, talking and shooting the occasional American. So to whoever watches this, if you want to see some kind of amazing action, I'm afraid you will not get it. I'm gonna ignore that half track, somebody else deal with that. Actually, there's a guy with an M1 guarantee somewhere killing us. But where?
The half track has been dealt with.
Okay, good. Yeah, but for example, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Zelonagora and so on. Samatus was also one of those maps that was worked on for ages, even though it's fairly small.
Yeah, and fairly simple layout. So yeah.
Yeah. That map actually was started by Snooks, who also made Appledorf, or most of it at least.
Kev was also very involved with it.
Yeah, and then I worked on it later because I kind of lost track then.
Schism,
Oh, yeah. And then?
me a little bit, and Fuchs Wiese came back.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And he basically finished it. Basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but the map actually started out with a different name. It was called Kurta Selka, and it used to have way more tanks, including Finnish Stux, stuff like that. Ah, finally got the M1 Garand guy. So it had Stux and way more tanks, but on a map that small, you can imagine, you know, the chaos.
Yeah, there is chaos as it is, I mean.
I mean, the map is already, in my opinion, not that, like, hugely amazing. I think the Finns make it more amazing than it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, shit. Finally died.
Probably my least favorite in the new release.
I mean, it works as a running around shooting submachine gun kind of map.
The Finns kind of
Well,
make it work.
My
right.
problem is that since it was like from the beginning, it was started with the mentality that we're just gonna make a map that has forests and trenches, and so we can put Finns on
Finnish
it.
people.
So it was never like gonna be realistic or like accurate. Or
Oh,
anything
cool.
like that.
I mean, seriously, am I blind? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he came from I think they actually spawned in that little nook in the
Yeah,
minefield there.
I made it anyway, it was like 20 guys.
Okay, Goljatti, where do we go now? Okay, back there.
Keep defending Vehe.
Well, I guess the American team is just proving Goljatti's point by being really horrible.
Yeah, I mean, how do we still have the WE4 flag? We have like 2 guys defending it.
Yeah, I uploaded a video like a few weeks ago where we defended on this and the Americans won in like, I think 15 minutes. Just walked right through. Although
Yeah,
that was
like
really bad back then.
Blitzkrieg style.
And then I uploaded one where we did the same like 1 week later. You can, if you do it cleverly and you have a aggressive squad leader, you can really do a number on the Germans, and especially that part where Katzenhardt is open is very dangerous, because if the Germans don't switch quickly, then they're done.
Yeah, it's very hard to defend there, and when they get Kessenhardt, it's just open country.
Yeah. Although I do have made a successful stands in that town. I mean, it's not a fortress by any means, but oh, I was unlucky.
Yeah, I think I managed to defend that sometimes as well.
Which one was that? Oh, Crossroads again.
I mean, we must be on the quiet sector of the front, because there's absolutely nothing happening. Oh no, the mortar hit us when I said that.
And a half truck just went through the
Yep.
line again.
Yeah, we could use an anti-tank gun here. Map was made by Knopfhoff, of course.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite mapper.
Yeah, everybody says that for some reason. Me too. Yeah. Even Alam Halfa, which many people I know dislike, but Alam Halfa, even that one I like.
Yeah, I kind
think
of
it's
also
the
like
best
it
African map.
in a way, but maybe not that convinced.
And Operation Goodwood, of course. And I think he also had his hands in Wassenaar, right?
Yeah, very much heavily involved in Wassenaar.
Together with Ketka there.
He basically designed Wassenaar completely. I mean, Ketkar made the map, but the whole idea concept is not off.
Yeah, he's way into the whole Ardennes offensive. By the way, they just crossed the river in front of me. He's way into the whole Ardennes offensive Hurtgen forest
Yeah,
thing, right?
exactly. He made a map for Forgotten of One about that as well.
Yeah, remember before he left he said that he didn't really have an idea of what to do for the Eastern Front. Like, he didn't know much about it.
Yeah, he said that Elam Halfa was basically, to me at least, he said that it was he didn't have his heart in it. His heart was in like the Hurtgen forest. He just basically waited for the Hurtgen forest to get released, I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't even want to make a desert map, but I think Total forced him.
Well, I mean, otherwise he would have waited a long time.
Yeah, a long, long time.
Well, Operation Goodwood he made as well.
Yeah, that's a very good map.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah, I like that one. That one is one of the few maps that really has like a weird layout, but kind of works.
Yeah, it's kind of both tanks and city fighting in the same map, I guess.
And it's like you have... It's always about who controls the city and who controls the what's it called, the countryside around it. And then it switches around.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, what are the Americans doing? It's like all quiet on the Western Front.
Well, if the bunker gets taken, although it does seem to be well defended, but they're really pushing in the north now.
Yeah, and I guess if we lose Ketzenhart, no, the bunker, I mean, then we have a problem.
Yeah, but our guys do seem to be in that bunker.
Yeah, it's
quite a bit.
At least one squad there for the squad.
But this is one of those maps where you really have to have an eye on the overall situation. Damn it, that guy keeps sniping me there. We probably shouldn't go over this ridge, Goljatti.
Trench here and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, the problem is right now it's really hard to get to the defensive position because somebody is covering this big ridge here with a rifle.
Yeah, I'm on a special mission defending the backside.
Someone on a flag now.
Okay.
By the tank.
Shit,
we have
again!
guys here.
Yeah.
My colleague here just got shot in the trench, even though I'm quite well above the flag. Yeah, we need some help there. Can't see them.
Me neither. I'm trying to see it from this side.
I need another guy in the cap zone. We're losing it.
Some guy sniping from God knows where that completely holds us up right now. Yeah, that
I
guy.
can hear him, but I can't identify.
And now we have lost the spawn to lumber mill.
Shit.
That's not the spawn to lumber mill, it's the spawn to...
Yeah,
Fort.
let's retreat. We can't defend this anymore.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's getting tense in the last seconds now. No, not seconds, minutes more like. Sometimes I wish when people left the server they would not die but disappear. Because it always kind of freaks me out, like, oh shit, somebody got hurt, oh well, no, disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, connection problem right now. 400 ping. Okay.
Oh.
That's weird. No, it seems to go down though.
Americans at right near the autobahns north.
Yeah, coming.
Ah shit, Katzenhardt is unlocked. I'd say we retreat there, to be honest.
Yeah, this is pointless.
Leave a few noobs behind to delay them, and over to Katzenhardt.
That's a cynical strategy. This is what I like about this map. You actually have to retreat sometimes and, yeah, leave undefendable positions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really quite unique in that sense. Mostly it's best to well, I mean, there are a few other maps. Sometimes some sector push maps, it's generally good policy, but usually it's...
Yeah.
Okay, they're getting from lumber mill now as well.
Okay, should we stand here in the forest and hold a specific grid, or...?
Try to pick some good positions.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good place for Panzerfaust.
And hide in the...
Foxholes and shell craters. Yeah. I've noticed I'm getting a bit tired, so after this round I will probably, unless some really amazing map comes up.
I'll
like,
call first next.
ah, okay. I mean, I do like it, but not that much.
Come on, you said it.
Ah, do we want to? I mean, if you stay, I will stay as well.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Gonna
Okay.
need some AT. There's a Sherman.
Coming.
Ah, finally I got a kill again. I had a real drought for a while.
I got my first kill with my last shot in the STG.
Nice. Yeah, they're really pushing this flag now.
Oh, that mortar was so harsh.
And we don't have a spawn at Katzenhardt.
And what
Stupid,
should we do?
stupid.
Go back to Katzenhardt, or...?
Imagine we would have one, they would have no chance at all.
Well, it could be at least a bit closer to the flag. Not in G. Fuck. I just don't understand the point of this. If we're supposed to defend, then we should be able to get there quickly.
No, but if you get there quickly, then it's too easy to defend.
Ah, shit, that was stupid.
Feel it there.
Northern sector seems quite clear, though. It's me and the other guy in the
They
squad
are
who's
at the
defending
flag.
the northern sector.
Well, I was there as well, but I got taken out because I broke cover. I should have just camped, to be honest.
That's a sniper somewhere, yes.
No, I think that was a mistake by somebody. I don't think that's a sniper
I
there.
think we've lost this because there's a whole lot of them at the flag now.
Yeah, let's hope we can still win the map though. What an idiot. just drives over us.
Just nade that flag zone. They're behind the sandbags.
You said it? No. Too little too late for the Americans.
Oh, that's the running theme today.
Yeah, really.
Probably this will be a team kill now. Mortar! Crap, got me. Anyway, we did win though. So, thanks for watching and as always, have a nice day.